Imagine, you're lost at sea, no land, no hope. The waves crash around you, the sky is a relentless gray, and the wind howls with a ferocity that chills you to the bone. Your only companion is the life raft that bobs precariously on the tumultuous waters. The vastness of the ocean stretches out in every direction, an endless expanse of blue that seems to swallow you whole. Just the vast, unforgiving ocean. The horizon offers no solace, no hint of rescue. Day turns into night and night into day with no change in your dire circumstances. The sun beats down mercilessly during the day and the cold bites at you during the night. The ocean is both your enemy and your lifeline, providing the fish you catch for sustenance, but also threatening to drag you under with every passing storm. Could you survive 438 days? 438 days of isolation, of battling the elements, of clinging to the hope that you will be found. Each day is a test of your willpower, your ingenuity, and your resilience. You ration your food and water. You find ways to collect rainwater, and you learn to read the signs of the sea to avoid the worst of the storms. This is the true story of incredible human endurance, a story that defies the odds and showcases the lengths to which a person can go to survive. It is a tale of grit, determination, and the unyielding human spirit. It is a story that will inspire you, that will make you question your own limits, and that will leave you in awe of what one person can endure. A story of battling the elements, starvation, and despair. The ocean is a harsh mistress, and it takes everything you have to stay alive. You face hunger that gnaws at your insides, thirst that parches your throat, and the constant threat of the elements. The storms that rage around you, the scorching sun, and the biting cold all conspire to break you. But you hold on, driven by the hope that you will see land again. This is the story of one man's fight for survival against all odds, a man who refused to give up, who found strength in the darkest of times, and who emerged from the ordeal with a story that would inspire generations. His journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit, to the resilience that lies within each of us, and to the unbreakable will to survive. This is a story that will stay with you long after you finish reading. It is a story that will make you appreciate the comforts of home, the warmth of a meal, and the company of loved ones. It will make you think about what you would do in the same situation, and it will leave you with a newfound respect for the strength of the human spirit. It is a testament to the power of the human spirit. A story that shows that no matter how dire the circumstances, no matter how insurmountable the odds, the human spirit can triumph. It is a story of hope, of resilience, and of the unbreakable will to survive. It is a story that will inspire you to face your own challenges with the same determination and strength. And it all begins with a single, fateful voyage into the unknown, a journey that started with hope and adventure, but quickly turned into a fight for survival. It is a reminder that life is unpredictable, that the sea is both beautiful and dangerous, and that the human spirit is capable of incredible things. This is the story of one man's journey, and it is a story that will stay with you forever. The year was year. Survivor's Name, an experienced sailor, set sail on what should have been a routine trip, but the ocean had other plans. A fierce storm erupted, tossing his small boat like a toy. The vessel capsized, throwing him into the churning water. He managed to scramble onto a life raft, watching helplessly as his boat vanished beneath the waves. He was alone, adrift, surrounded by nothing but miles and miles of open water. The initial shock soon gave way to the harsh realities of his situation. Stranded in the vast, unending expanse of the ocean, he was alone, with nothing but the horizon in every direction. The initial days were a blur of panic and confusion, his mind racing to comprehend the gravity of his predicament. The ocean, once a symbol of freedom and adventure, had now become a prison, its vastness a constant reminder of his isolation. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, thirst parched his throat. The human body, so accustomed to regular nourishment, began to rebel against the lack of sustenance. Each pang of hunger was a sharp reminder of his vulnerability. The salt water that surrounded him was a cruel irony, an undrinkable expanse that only intensified his thirst. He dreamt of food and fresh water, his mind conjuring up images of feasts and flowing streams, only to wake up to the harsh reality of his barren surroundings. The relentless sun beat down on him mercilessly. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The sun, once a source of warmth and light, became an unyielding adversary. Its rays scorched his skin, leaving it blistered and raw. The passage of time became a blur, each day indistinguishable from the last. He marked the days by the position of the sun, a futile attempt to maintain some semblance of normalcy. The nights, though cooler, brought their own set of challenges, with the cold seeping into his bones and the darkness amplifying his fears. His supplies dwindled, then vanished completely. The meager rations he had managed to salvage were quickly consumed, leaving him with nothing but the vast ocean and his wits to rely on. Each day became a battle for survival, a test of his resourcefulness and resilience. He scoured his surroundings for anything that could be of use, every piece of flotsam a potential lifeline. The realization that he was truly on his own, with no rescue in sight, was a sobering one. He was forced to become a hunter-gatherer in the most unforgiving environment imaginable. The ocean, with its vast resources, was both a provider and a challenge. He learned to read the currents, to understand the behavior of the fish, and to use the tools at his disposal to secure his next meal. Each catch was a victory, a testament to his determination and adaptability. But the ocean was unpredictable, and there were days when his efforts yielded nothing, leaving him to face the night with an empty stomach. He caught fish with his bare hands, using whatever scraps he could find as makeshift tools. The process was arduous and often frustrating, but it was a skill he had to master. He fashioned hooks from bits of metal, lines from strands of fabric, and nets from whatever he could weave together. Each successful catch was a moment of triumph, a small victory in his ongoing battle for survival. But it was not just about catching fish. It was about learning to live in harmony with his environment, to respect the ocean and its inhabitants. He collected rainwater in a tattered tarp. The rain, a rare and precious gift, became his primary source of fresh water. He would spread out the tarp at the first sign of clouds, praying for a downpour. Each drop that fell was a lifeline, a momentary reprieve from the relentless thirst. He learned to ration his water carefully, to make every drop count. The act of collecting rainwater became a ritual, a reminder of his dependence on the whims of nature. He fought off the crippling grip of despair with every fiber of his being. The mental battle was as challenging as the physical one. The isolation, the uncertainty, and the constant struggle for survival took a toll on his psyche. He found solace in small routines, in the rhythm of the waves, and in the hope that one day he would be rescued. He clung to memories of loved ones, to the thought of returning home, and to the belief that he had the strength to endure. Each day was a testament to his resilience, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can persevere. Survival became a full-time job. Every sunrise brought new challenges, and every sunset a small victory against the odds. His body grew lean and toughened by the relentless sun and sea. He learned to read the ocean's moods, predicting storms and calm periods. He scavenged for seaweed and jellyfish, supplementing his meager diet. He never gave up hope. He rationed his energy, focusing on the essential tasks of survival. He clung to the belief that one day he would be found. But the ocean can be a cruel and indifferent companion. Days turned into weeks, then months, blurring into an endless cycle of sun, salt, and hunger. Loneliness gnawed at him, doubt whispered in his ear. But he fought back, drawing strength from memories of loved ones and the burning desire to see them again. He talked to himself, sang songs, told stories to the wind. He refused to let the ocean claim his spirit. He would survive. Then, one glorious day, a speck on the horizon. A ship, real, tangible, impossible. He had never waved his arms so hard, shouted so loud. The ship changed course, growing larger with every passing minute. He had been spotted. He was going to live. The crew, stunned by his tale of survival, pulled him aboard. He was weak, emaciated, sun-beaten, but he was alive. His rescue made headlines around the world. The story of a man who defied the odds, who survived against all expectations, captivated millions. It was a tale of endurance, of sheer willpower, and of the human spirit's unyielding desire to live. 438 days lost at sea. A new record. Imagine the vastness of the ocean, the endless horizon and the isolation, day after day, night after night, with no land in sight, no rescue on the horizon. The ocean, both beautiful and terrifying, became his world, a testament to the indomitable human spirit, battling the elements, facing hunger and thirst, and enduring the mental strain of solitude. Each wave that crashed against his makeshift raft was a challenge, each storm a test of his resolve. Yet he stood strong, driven by the hope of seeing his loved ones again. Returning to civilization was a shock. The noise, the crowds, the abundance of food. After more than a year of silence and scarcity, the sensory overload was almost too much to bear. The bustling city streets, the constant chatter, the bright lights. It was a stark contrast to the serene, albeit dangerous, solitude of the sea. The noise, the crowds, the abundance of food. He had survived on the bare minimum, catching fish with his bare hands, drinking rainwater and rationing every morsel. Now, faced with an array of food options, it was overwhelming. The simple act of choosing what to eat became a monumental decision. It took time to adjust, to heal, to process the trauma, but he had survived. The memories of the sea, the constant fight for survival, the loneliness, they lingered. Therapy, support from loved ones, and time were essential in his journey to recovery. Each day was a step towards healing, towards reclaiming his life. He had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. The ocean, which once seemed like an endless prison, now stood as a testament to his strength. Looking out at the vast expanse, he felt a sense of triumph, of having conquered the unconquerable. His story became a beacon of hope, inspiring many. People from all walks of life found strength in his journey, a reminder that resilience and determination can overcome even the most insurmountable odds. Candlelight vigils were held in his honor, symbolizing the light he brought into the world through his survival. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, when hope seems lost, the human spirit can shine the brightest. The stormy waves, once a symbol of despair, now represented the challenges he overcame, the battles he fought, and the victory he achieved. The human will can prevail. His journey was not just about survival, it was about the power of hope, the strength of the human spirit, and the unbreakable will to live. Walking along the beach, he was a symbol of resilience, a testament to the fact that no matter how dire the circumstances, the human will can overcome.